Hello. Good morning for some of you, and good afternoon for those of you who are Eastern Standard Time. I believe for some of you it's probably like 9 a.m. You're probably at work or getting ready for work. Everyone has different schedules. Again, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. Let me know where you're watching from. I'll get right into it in just a second. So if you've been following me on Instagram, I just posted a video. I got some new apparatus. Hello from Florida. So it's 12 p.m. for you. My smoothie, as usual, triple berry, meaning blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries, with like 2 handfuls of spinach and a protein powder. I usually do whey. I'm about to switch over to hemp seed protein or more plant-based proteins. I'm about to switch over. What you guys probably don't know, hello Tangela, what you guys probably don't know is I haven't been eating meat for 2 months now. Just realized that. Only protein that I've been having is my whey protein powder and eggs. That's the only protein I've really been dealing with. It's protein in your vegetables, so I eat a lot of vegetables anyway, especially spinach and kale and green beans and broccoli. But yeah, so this is the first meal I usually have after a workout anyway. It's 12 o'clock, so I'm right on time, trying to keep on time with my eating habits. But good morning. So that means some of you are 11 if you're from Chicago. Is it 11 a.m. for you? If you're from California, or what is it? Other times it's like 3 hours behind me. I know you guys are looking at the title like, what's she mean cheating? So, hey, Lori. My eyebrows? I have thick eyebrows. I do fill my eyebrows in, mainly really just the edges, so they look a certain way, because I don't like to deal with all of that concealer and all that extra stuff. Columbus, Cali, hey. I don't like to deal with all that extra stuff, so I really just kind of line top and bottom, because my eyebrows are already, my family has thick eyebrows. Thank you. Thank you for my eyebrows. So again, start off my day with a protein shake. I have vegetables, well, vegetables, spinach, triple berry, protein powder. And I usually have my supplements with my shake because it makes it easier for me to swallow pills. So if you have a problem with swallowing pills, or you hate swallowing pills, period, and you have to do it, whether it's taking supplements or it's taking certain medication, a lot of times medication, they tell you to take it with food anyway. Easiest way to swallow it down is with a protein shake. So that makes it easier. Okay, so let's get down here. Let's get down to business and talk about, hey Sandra, let's talk about what I mean by cheating, how to deal with it. So I'm going into the basement of my home, and I want to show you guys something. I'm done with it. Oh, there's there. You guys see that? Can you see that? Someone is at the door. They're going to be so mad because I'm busy. Hold on, guys. So I just finished that apparatus. I was supposed to finish it weeks ago, but I never got a chance to. Oh, it's DHL. So this is my other life. Hold on, guys. Thank you. stuff. Stuff. This better be the rest of these waist trainers. So, all right, now I can go back downstairs. Ah! Wait, did I just see Devin? Did I just see Devin? I sure did. I saw Devin comment. Okay, so going back downstairs, let's talk about what I mean by dealing with cheating. So, before I do that, there is the Arnold's Classics that's coming up this weekend. Good afternoon, Cassandra. There's Arnold's Classics that's coming up this weekend. Unfortunately, I am not going to be able to make it because there's something that popped up and I got to take care of it. It's business related, so I have to do it. So I'm going to be somewhere else. However, that doesn't mean that I won't be in Chicago. That doesn't mean I won't be in Florida really soon too. So, hey, from Texas. So I need to do a meet and greet here in Detroit because I know there's a few of you who live in Michigan that I need to do a meet and greet here. So Chicago looks like that's just, it doesn't look like, that's definite because I have a competition that I'm doing in Chicago. It's a pole competition. It's kind of like my 7th one or somewhere in there. So I'll be in Chicago in July 13th through the 15th. So as we get closer to the date, I'll have a meet and greet for those of you who are in Chicago or close by and want to come visit, watch my competition or whatever you like. But as for Ohio, not this weekend, but I'm going to have to set up one anyway because I have a lot of friends in Ohio that I need to go and visit. So I'm going to try to do a meet and greet sometime in March in Ohio anyway, but it won't be with the Arnold Classics. I won't be able to make it this year. Something popped up. So if I ever come to the UK, that is a goal. It's 2018. So I will definitely be making my way to the UK soon, but you guys see that, right? That is my new apparatus. I was supposed to have this video of me making this already uploaded, but I didn't finish it in time to have the video up for you guys on Monday. So I'll have it up on Monday this coming. So this is actually because I do more than just bodybuilding. I'm a pole dancer. I do calisthenics. I do yoga. I do everything. A lot of stuff that you guys, it's frozen on my side. Yeah, a lot of things that you guys don't know that I do because I don't share a lot of stuff because of recent personal things going on in my life, and I'm trying to make sure that I keep a balance with myself more emotionally. So if it seems at times that I'm not sharing as much as I can with you guys, that's why, because some things I like to keep to myself. I'm gonna just be straight up honest with you, because it's my business. But you guys are aware that I'm dealing with a divorce and everything and dealing with the house and doing things. But other than that, how I'm dealing with that and all of that, that's me. I'm okay saying it and talking about it. But yeah, there we are. So, Devin, I saw that. So, talking about cheating, and it's not in relationships, or I'm not talking about when it comes to relationships, period. I'm talking about when it comes to your relationship with food. So, do I need to restart my channel? Oh, the person whoever, if it's frozen or if it looks like it's frozen, yeah. Oh, it's still going. Okay. Well, I'm going to go on because I don't want to be on here too long because I got stuff to do. But when it comes to your relationship with food, I'm talking about cheating in that aspect. That's what I'm talking about. So, those of you who are trying to lose weight, and if that's your goal, that is an awesome reason to change the way you eat, change the way you work out, change your lifestyle habits. Very good reason to do it. But the first part of dealing with the idea of failure. Sometimes we are worried about failing. There's different types of sabotages. I'll give you an example of mine. My my sabotage mechanism is I know I am capable of success. I know I can succeed and I know I will succeed because I'm not afraid of failure. I'm afraid of what people think of me because I can succeed. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else, but some people are afraid of failing or making a mistake and then they just know that they're going to stop. They just know they're going to stop. With me, it's that I know I'm going head first. I fall straight into it. I make a plan, go for it, and I know I'm going to succeed because I'm okay with setbacks. I'm okay with failure. However, I will self-sabotage myself because I'm afraid of how it make other people feel or think. I'm afraid of how my success makes other people feel or think about me. More so because growing up my entire life, I've dealt with jealousy. Not me being the jealous person, but being attacked because of the other person's jealousy. That's what I've dealt with my entire life. Childhood, growing up, even now, even in my current relationships. I do now find myself surrounding myself with people that I don't deal with that at all because they're exactly like me, you know? They're exactly like me. They're like, they succeed. They're just like, they A-type personality people. And those are successful people, but they tend to understand what I mean. And I'm starting to see, I didn't even realize that people were, going through the exact same thing. I always thought that I was alone in my mind when it came to self-sabotaging in this aspect. There's so many different ones, but the most common one we hear is self-sabotaging because you're afraid of failure or afraid of success differently. But my afraid is just how other people are going to think about it or think of my success. Or it's just because I'm an empathetic person. I care about other people's feelings. And by me being on social media, that makes me think of how are people going to view me because I've dealt with jealousy in that sense. So if you are going through that, I'm speaking to you, but I'm also speaking to those who are afraid of failure in a sense of once you don't see results or stuff just doesn't happen well for you, you just stop altogether because your mindset is totally off. So how do you deal with cheating? When I mean cheating, I'm talking about cheating on your diet. First of all, I hear let's see this. Dealing with cheating, eating. The problem is your viewpoint or your mindset about dieting or dieting. You're thinking diet. Okay, stick to this diet, stick to this. This is what I'm going to eat all the time. I'm not going to eat anything else. This is it. Yes, that's okay for some people. I'm one of those people, but don't get me wrong. I do have me a bag of chips every once in a while. I love Snickers. I am in love with Almond Joy candy bars. Like, I like snacks too, guys. Don't think that because you see my regimented way of eating and it's like that pretty much 95% of the time does not mean that I don't vary off every once in a while. But my mindset and my relationship with food has changed. The way I used to think of food was it was mindlessly just eating because I was hungry, bored, or anxious. So those are your mindset is changing. And when your mindset changes, I feel like I'm yelling at you. When your mindset changes, you look at food differently. Before, snacking and eating those kinds of foods was just me doing it because I thought I was hungry, I was anxious, and I was bored. Those were the three things. Now I look at food a little bit differently and I consume myself with more foods that are more nutritious for my body, with the exception of every now and then I'm going to enjoy myself with snacks. I'm going to do it. There's nothing wrong with it. it's unrealistic to think that you can just eat a certain way 100% of the time. And then once you decide to eat a bag of chips, you just totally think you just messed up your entire regimen, your entire life, your entire day, your entire plan. It is a part of the process. You're going to crave these things every once in a while. You just have to learn how to change your mindset about food and about when you crave those things. Really pay attention to why you crave them. Are you bored? Are you anxious? Are you just mindlessly eating food? Food should be planned. There's a reason for it. God made food for us, for our nutrition, for our bodies, for our health. So if you look at food in that way, you'll choose better options and you'll have larger amounts of options in your diet than the not so good things. That doesn't mean you're not going to enjoy like a whole thing of pizza or every once in a while, but it should not be your diet. It should not be the way you eat. So, how do you deal with cheating? If for any reason that you find that you went and got you a bag of chips and a whole lot of other stuff, the damage is done. It's okay. It's part of the process. Pay attention to what you're doing. Maybe change the portion control. Instead of getting a large family bag, get a small bag. That's how you can deal with it. Think ahead. So number one, portion control. If you're going to have it, don't supersize it. I mean, I'm going to literally tell you just leave fast food alone because it's not food. It's not food. But nor is candy bars and chips and anything either. But I know we eat those things. I know we eat those things. And it's okay. But the best way to handle that kind of stuff is one, plan ahead and just change the portion control. Don't make it more than you need to. Small bags, small candy bar, that's all you need just to satisfy the craving. Another thing is meal prepping, which you probably already do that already because that's my biggest thing is meal prepping. Whether you prep for a week, prep for a couple of days, prep day to day, prep your meals. Make sure that is 100. Your meals should be 100% clean foods. The right proteins if you're a meat eater, the right vegetables. All vegetables is what you need. Those are part of your carbohydrates. Good carbs, good fats, coconut oil, olive oil, walnuts. Like you got to know what these things are. They're all a part of your nutrition. Having it balanced is the best way to do it. It's okay if you find that, I want to do low carb or cutting carbs out of your diet for a period of time. But I think balance is more important than trying to cut things out because you're trying to lose weight fast. Find a balance first because you got to be able to understand how to maintain a certain way of eating mindset first before you start actually losing some weight. Losing weight takes time and it takes patience. So it also is going to mean that in order for you to lose weight, you're going to have a candy bar every once in a while. It's a part of your life. It's a part of it. So you're mind shifting how you do things. If you know that eating outside of your diet is going to mentally take you off, you need to find a way to get your mindset back into it by doing these particular things. Change the portion control, make sure you meal prep, and the last thing, eat it with a clean meal. That way you won't feel so guilty. I like what we call cheat items. Like if you have a full meal, I'll give you an example. During a time when I would cook for my family, macaroni and cheese is kind of like a cheat item for me because it's a carb. It's not a good carb because we know what our good carbs are. They're vegetables, potatoes, any form of potatoes, and then kind of like somewhat processed, but they can be good for some and not for others. Oatmeal, brown rice, jasmine rice, quinoa, those things are carbs that are kind of like on that borderline part of it. But we already know your vegetables, potatoes, those things are your good carbs. But processed food are carbs and they're considered bad carbs, and macaroni and cheese was part of it. So how would I incorporate something that I wanted to have with my family, they may have more of that proportion than I did, but I would have it, but I would have more vegetables, and I would make sure that my protein that I was eating at the time was at least 4 ounces or more. That's it. There are ways that you can enjoy the foods that you love and still lose weight, because that's exactly what I did in the beginning of my process. Yes, cheese was a weakness for me at the beginning too. Like, it was a lot of stuff that I had to pull myself away from. The way I eat now, if you've been watching me for a long time, you realize the way I eat now is not how I started off. It is so not it. I had to take steps to get there. That is how I do things. I don't just throw myself into it. It may appear that way, but they are there. Who is this? Somebody say I'm here to trigger the trolls. That's funny. So, yes. So, when I say how to deal with cheating, I'm talking about how to deal with foods that you eat, that you love, that you feel do not fit the goals that you are trying to reach, which most people's goal is trying to lose weight. And to lose weight, you got to get healthy. That means you have to change the way you eat. But in order for you to be able to change the way you eat, you got to change the way you think about food. It's simple, but it's not that simple. You got to change the way you think about food. So just follow those 3 things, and then there's one more, but change the portion control if you're going to enjoy it. Thank you. Change the proportion control if you can. Meal prep. Always meal prep. Make sure your meals are all clean and 80%, 90% as much as you can. And then that third thing is, have cheat items with your clean meal. It's totally fine. That way you can kind of get out of the snacking. And if all else fails, just make sure you work your butt off in your workout the next day or that day. That way you'll stay at maintenance. So if you're just not eating all that perfect, do some high intensity interval training. Do some cardio. Advice for people who are on the go all the time. If you are on the go, which I am on the go all the time, plan everything and prepare it. Oh, wait, let me see. There we go. Wait, Devin, was that you? Yeah, got you. What? See what I mean? This is what I deal with. But I understand that people get paid to do this. I don't know if you guys are noticing in the comments that, we have trolls. That's just a part of YouTube. That's a part of social media. Thank God that they have it where you could just block people or just kick them right on out. No big deal, right? That's my mindset, because like I repeated earlier, like I deal with this type of how people do things and the jealousy aspect of it all the time. So I've just learned to kind of tune it out. But just recently, it's just been a bit difficult. For those who are on the go, my advice to you is plan it, follow the plan, period. You know how your block getting quicker. You know how your life is. I don't know your life. If you are looking for me to coach you, definitely go onto my website and I can help you with that when it comes to your life, because I can literally piece and pull apart and reorganize and compartmentalize your life, but you got to help me help you with that part. However, you know your life, you're busy, the only advice I can give you is plan and then put the plan into action. It makes no sense to plan it and you won't put it into action. That's my only advice to you. I can't give you much more because I don't know your life. So everybody's busy. Everybody's on the go, to be honest. So plan it, write it down, and then follow it. Don't just plan it and then you don't even do it. And then if you fall off by cheating, get your butt back on. Get your butt back on. Yes, I do advise supplements, most important multivitamin, because the way our food is now, we can't avoid how bad the nutrition is with our foods. We can't avoid that part. I'll say that. Um, you do need a multivitamin. Fish oil for those who are not vegan. I'll say that, but fish oil good for joints, your heart. But yeah, I do suggest health supplements, not necessarily bodybuilding supplements like, L-carnitine. L-carnitine is a good, like fat burner, but it's non-stimulant and it's a fat metabolizer. You could try that, but I'm more concerned when it comes to health. Just focus on your multivitamins and a fish oil. Yeah, we got 5 minutes. I'm trying to keep these short because I be having stuff to do, guys. You know I love you. So the 21-day challenge that's starting tomorrow. Check that out. I will be live privately for that group. If you're watching and you signed up, I will be live for that group privately, to make sure you guys understand what the process is, what I'm going to be doing and all of that. I'm going to be doing more live stuff with that 21 challenge now. So if you signed up for it, just know that I'll be sending you an email with the link so we can get to chatting and get you guys on board and coaching and getting you to understand the process and to starting off your weight loss goal. So the focus is fat loss. The focus is mindset. And mindset is more important than anything, because the truth, honest truth, is a lot of people who can do everything right, but their mind is just not there. If you don't feel good about what you're doing, you're not thinking right. It doesn't mean you're not doing it right. You're just not thinking right. So everything to me is a mindset. To be totally honest, it's a mindset. Someone just asked about pre-workout. Yes, pre-workout is a stimulant. It's good for when you need energy to work out. I think it's the best type of supplement for people who have no choice but to do two things. They have to work out in the morning, which they're not feeling their best or have the most energy, because that's just naturally, some people are just not morning people. But because of their lifestyle, they have to work out in the morning. So a pre-workout helps to give them that energy so they can get through their workout. And it's for also people who have to work out after work, where all your energy has been zapped out of you from being at work all day. Even if you've been sitting down all day, it still zaps the energy out of you. And you need that, because your only time that you are able to work out is after you get off work. So pre-workouts is a good supplement to use for those two particular reasons. Just someone asked that question about supplements. Is that a good thing, or for the starting part of your weight loss? When I started my weight loss, I wasn't doing I wasn't doing a pre-workout. I actually didn't start doing pre-workouts until I started doing bodybuilding, which, weight training more so, and more so weight training is when I started doing or started taking pre-workout. But because I was taking fat burners in the beginning part of it, that was my energy. So coffee is good. It's a good stimulant. It's a natural stimulant. Caffeine is in fat burners anyway. So if you like coffee, have coffee instead, and wait till closer to an event or a competition, if anything, to start dealing with fat burners. But I'm not on a fat burner right now. I only just use L-carnitine. So 21-day challenge starts tomorrow. If you signed up, look for emails today coming to you to give you the link for the live video, live chat, so I can coach you, group coaching. I will be starting another one, and probably the last one of the series in April. And then I'm going to be shifting how my programs and my my coaching is going to go, personal coaching. I'm going to be shifting it a little bit. A few people that I'm working with now as clients, I've already started doing that because I really want my coaching to be more than just your weight loss and training. I want it to be on the business end for you too, because you know I run a business. I used to be a God, this is what I mean. I do too much, but I used to be a consultant, an image consultant. So your business and building your business and building goals and mindset and planning and all of that cool stuff. So I want to add that into the coaching aspect of it too. So helping with mindset, helping with healthy choices when it comes to what you eat, how you live, everything. No on the hydroxy cut. I can't say that. I had a bad experience with hydroxy cut like years ago. It did too much with my heart. So I am not going to say that it's a bad supplement or a bad fat burner. It's an aggressive one. I know that. It's an aggressive one. So yes, it's a very aggressive one. Can I use it now? I probably could now, but then no, I don't. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I'm going to be honest. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have this part together with my diet yet. I just wanted to lose weight. I'm just being honest. Someone just said something and then I'm going to, yeah, we're on timing. Pre-workout, we got that one. Recommendations for pre-workouts. BPI Sport is my favorite. That's my favorite, and Psychotic. Those are the ones that I use. I will always tell you to get a pre-workout and try it. I mean, not everything that works for me works for you. I mean, nobody gave me any recommendations on pre-workout. They just said try it, or I just bought it and tried it. That's kind of how it kind of works. And if it doesn't make you feel good, then stop using it. If it makes you feel like crazy, but you can handle it, then use it. If it doesn't do anything for you, then you need another one. Everything is a try. It's a trial and error type thing. So those are the two that I use. I like BPI Sport, 1 more rep. It's like 1 MR is what it says on there. And then I use Psychotic because my brother uses that one. So yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. So those are my recommendations. So 21-day challenge starts tomorrow. Check your emails. I'm going to be shifting how I'm coaching. It's not just going to be on health and it is going to be on a lot on health, but I mean a full healthy lifestyle. Goals. Some of you have business opportunities, ideas, stuff out there that you're just not tapping into because you just don't probably know where to start. And it starts with planning and that mind shift, and then adding in these other things that you should have balanced in your life. Your spiritual life should be balanced. Your eating habits should be balanced. How you work out should be balanced. All of those things. And that kind of helps you figure out how to achieve other goals in life. My website is beautycutright.com. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. The video for this thing that's up here will be up on Monday. So sorry I missed this last Monday. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, Monday. You'll see me Monday in the video for this thing. It's so cool. I so love it. I so love it. But yeah, I'm going to head